All right, fans, and welcome to St. Augustine, Florida, and Clark Family Court here in Flagler Gymnasium. We have a great Peach Belt Conference matchup coming between Georgia College and State University and your Flagler College Saints. Coming into play today, Georgia College 9-12 on the season, 2-9 in Peach Belt Conference play. On the other side, Flagler 13-8 overall and 6-5 in the Peach Belt. Should be an exciting matchup. We're just introducing our starters right now. For the Bobcats of Georgia College, it's going to be Austin Sloan at forward, Brendan Rigsby and Aiden Cudless at guard. Brady Spence, the 6'9" graduate student, he's going to be playing center. And finally, Oscar Lynch, the redshirt freshman, at forward. On the other end for Flagler, it's going to be Omar Figueroa at guard, the junior from Carolina, Puerto Rico, and a transfer from North Alabama. Tyler Collier, the forward from Fayetteville, Pennsylvania. Followed by, of course, Destin Clark, the leading scorer for the Saints. And finally, rounding it out, Jalen Barr at guard, as well as Malik Bryant, the senior, at guard as well. We're just about ready to get started here, folks. Just finishing up the introductions. Couple players to watch in this game. First for the Saints, Omar Figueroa coming off a 20-point performance in the loss against USC Aiken. The Pacers were ranked 24th in the country at the time that the Flagler Saints played them. Flagler held tough against them, but eventually lost by 19. Figueroa and then Jax Bachknight both with 20 points in that game. On the flip side for Georgia College, player to watch, leading scorer Brendan Rigsby, also second on the team in rebounds and leads the team in three-point field goal percentage as well. So Rigsby, kind of a do-it-all guy, the redshirt sophomore from Sewanee, Georgia, formerly of Alabama Huntsville. Hope he enjoyed his time in the Rocket City. I know I always do. So we're just about ready to go here as the cheerleaders leave the court and both teams make their way out to center court. The referees will give their signal when we are ready to go. Happy to have you here with us here in St. Augustine. Should be an exciting match of Peach Belt Conference play.
Will be momentarily.
All right, just about ready to go here. It's going to be Brady Spence and Jalen Barr at center court for the opening tip. The officials give their sign. And we are underway as Barr hits it back to Destin Clark. And the Saints will have possession first. It'll be Malik Bryant taking it up the court. Passes over to Clark. Waiting for the single, and he'll just feed it back out to Bryant up top. Bryant, Flagler moving the ball real quickly. Going through their big man, Tyler Collier. They're trying to feed Clark. Clark backing down Spence. And the first bucket of the game is Destin Clark. Backs down the center for the Bobcats. I mean, that is a bit of a height disadvantage, about 6 inches right there. And it's no problem for Destin Clark, the do-it-all star for Flagler. Spence looking to feed Rigsby. Rigsby with a nice cut. And the lefty hits his first bucket of the game on the far baseline. And immediately we're all knotted up at 2. Bryant taking it up again, hands it off to Barr. Over to Figueroa. Clark in the corner. He thought about shooting. He's going to reverse sides of the court over to Bryant. Figueroa gets his man to bite. Bryant takes it with the left out to Figueroa. And it is good. Figueroa with a nice pump fake there to draw the defender. And there's the first three-point basket of the game for the Saints. They lead it 5-2. Spence in the high post, defended by Collier. Oh, a nice bounce pass underneath, and the layup is good for Aiden Cudless. A very nice backdoor cut, an even better pass there. And the lead is 1 for Flagler. Figueroa mishandles it. He corrals the ball. Bryant on over to Barr. Bryant up top. He fires. And it is good. Malik Bryant, his first three-pointer of the day. And the deep ball is working for the Saints. That's their second three-pointer already, and they lead it 8-4. Brady Spence dribbling with the left. Oh, he is distributing beautifully as Austin Sloan, the forward, finishes with the slam. And normally you think a big man like Brady Spence, not a passer. Oh, what a take by Bryant. And speaking of Brady Spence, it looks like they'll probably get him on the call here. Yeah, it's going to be Spence.
Foul is on number 14, Brady Spence.
Back to Brady Spence, though. Hey, Spence is fourth on the team in assists. You know, he's a big man. Second on the team, or excuse me, first on the team in rebounding. But he's a bit of a do-it-all big man as Bryant hits his first free throw attempt of the game, the first attempt overall for either side. Bryant, an 82% free throw shooter. And the second one is good. 2 for 2 to start off for Malik Bryant. The lead is back to 4 for the Saints. Douglas bringing it up, feeds Spence in that high post once again. And a nice denial there by Collier as Oscar Lynch tried to fire it back into Brady Spence, but was denied. Having some clock issues are the officials. They say we're all good. Inbounding from the baseline to Spence. Spence looking to hand it off. No. Oh, and it's denied well by Clark. Clark going the other way. He has Figueroa with him. Clark, beautiful job drawing the contact. No call. It doesn't matter. A great finish coast to coast for Destin Clark. 12-6 Flagler lead. And a nice take there. It's denied by Barr. Playing some pinball here, and Collier rips it out. Nope, it's Rigsby who finally gets the finish as bodies fly. And it is 12-8 Flagler as Figueroa out to Clark. He thinks about it. He's going to slow it down. Things were getting a little fast there. Credit to Destin Clark for just taking a breath. He hands it off to Figueroa. No good. And the ball goes right to Collier. He is denied. Great defense there by Oscar Lynch for the Bobcats. Rigsby with a little bit of a shimmy. He's in the corner, passes it on out to Austin Sloan. Sloan hands it off to Cudless. Cudless down the right side. Beautiful finish with the touch off the glass from Cudless. 12-10 the score here. The handoff goes to Destin Clark. Oh, he misplays it. And Cudless going the other way. Bryant is just going to let him go by. And we are all knotted up at 12. A rare mistake from Destin Clark, normally so sure-handed. Just under 16 to play here in St. Augustine. Clark with the ball in the wing. Feeding it to Bryant. Back to Clark. He thinks about it. He's going to fire. No good. And Collier battling for it, and the ball ends up in the hands of Destin Clark. Figueroa over to Bryant. Takes it with the left. Clark once again. And this one is good. You don't see him miss twice in a row, and he lets the crowd know it. The three ball really helping out Flagler so far. That's their third made three-pointer of the game so far. Oh, Rigsby feeds it down low to Lynch. Lynch loses the handle on it, gets it down to Spence. Spence is going to take it himself. The big man, no good, denied. And Barr is on the rebound. Figueroa going up with it. The reverse is good. And great transition offense there, starting with Barr and Bryant and finishing with Figueroa. So Spence at the top of the hub. Hands it off to Lynch, who fires, and it is good. Oscar Lynch, his first three-pointer of the day, and it is back to a two-point game. Excuse me, they're going to say his foot was on the line. Oh, my goodness, great take there by Barr, just barely unable to finish that one. Lynch this time, he's going to have a three. No good. Made sure his feet were behind the line, but this one did not fall. Figueroa the other way. Bryant taking it in. Great move by Bryant. Good defense by Spence. Ooh, and a late call there. Spence is not happy with that one. Oh, excuse me. They're going to say that one was on Cudless. And that'll send us to our first timeout of the game. So 14:06 to play here in the first half. We're going to thank a few of our sponsors before we take a break. Ameris Bank, savings for the expected or unexpected. Atlantic Dodge, proud supporter of Flagler Athletics. And how about the Noah Bailey Group, your local real estate experts. Finally, 123 Burger House, grillin' and chillin' at the 123 Burger House. We're going to take a quick break here. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back in St. Augustine. Coming to you back from that first time out here in St. Augustine, Florida. Once again, I'm Kyle McCarthy. We have a great matchup, Georgia College versus Flagler. Malik Bryant is going to be shooting two at the line. And the first one rattles on in. So Bryant now 3 for 3 from the line today. We mentioned just under 82% free throw shooter coming into play. And the second one's no good. So the first time we're seeing Mason Manning into the game. The freshman from Jackson, Mississippi, is the 21st ranked point guard coming out of high school. Happy to have him here in St. Augustine. And the sky hook there, no good for Dallas Clayton. Clark with a great feed to Barr, and they're going to get the foul. As Barr was going up, he went up real strong and was knocked, and they're going to call it.
Fouls on number 21.
Looks like, they're going to get A.J. James for that one, number 21, as he just checked into the game, the senior from Bowman, Georgia.
He'll shoot two.
Jalen Barr, his first attempt. Rattles on in. Jalen Barr just over 63% from the stripe. And Barr misses the second one. So 15-19, Flagler in the lead. The Bobcats trying to claw their way back early in this one. Lot of offense so far. Ooh, A.J. James with a nice fake. Passes it on out to Luke Chisholm. And now the ball, Richard Crawford. Crawford fires over to Ian Davis. They have nothing. Dallas Clayton backing him down. Back to Davis. Great defense there by Barr. Davis, 2 to shoot. He fires, and it is good. Took all the time he needed. It is good on the triple, so a very nice finish from Ian Davis. Owen Clark, a little bit of a miscommunication with Spencer Bain, the first time we've said Bain's name in this one. Clark goes in with the left. Nice feed in there to Barr. The ball goes to the Bobcats. So Davis taking it up. He's going to try another one, and this one hits the net. It actually helped him out. It stopped the momentum, and it was able to be saved by A.J. James. Dallas Clayton backing him down. Fires it out to Chisholm, who gives it to Crawford. Crawford is good, and just like that, the Bobcats take the lead. So their first lead of the day, 21-19. Georgia College is on top. The three ball starting to fall for them as well. Manning gives it to Clark. Clark setting everything up, back to Manning. Manning, great find underneath. Back up top to Manning. Seeing some boom Reeves here, and Manning with the triple. Welcome to action, Mason Manning. And doesn't this kid have a bright future? Boy, he can distribute, he can shoot. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch for the next few years. Oh, nice feed there by Davis. And A.J. James with the finish. So Manning, the point guard, he'll be the one to bring it up. Trying to get the ball to Destin Clark. He does. Oh, good look down low to Clark. Great spin. And no foul on that one as Clark had 3 men on him down low. And that was too easy. Luke Chisholm just weaves his way through the defense. Kept thinking he was going to pass it, did the Saints, and he just never did. Held on to it coast to coast. Boom Reeves at the top of the key in the post. Has the ball now. Reeves hands it off to Bain. Bain fires, rattles in and out. Destin Clark, the great offensive rebound and finish. He's a little shaken up on that one. May have pulled a muscle. And Flagler's going to call a timeout as their man went down. But that was an excellent play by Destin Clark to follow the shot and finish it while he's in the air. Hey, before we let you go, we want to thank a few more of our lovely sponsors. First, Spartan Orthopedic Institute, sports medicine and robotic surgery. Ooh, they're doing surgery on robots now. How about Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmaster since 1968. We don't just serve barbecue, we are barbecue. And Holiday Inn Express, Flagler College Athletics official hotel. And finally, Salt Life. Eat, drink, and be salty. Hey, I hope the fans at home are enjoying our Flagler cheerleaders. Don't go anywhere, folks. Enjoy the show. We'll be back momentarily with the rest of first half play. All right, fans, we're back in St. Augustine, just out of the timeout here. 10:42 to play. The score, Georgia College 25, Flagler 24. Been a lot of offense so far here. A lot of three-pointers going up already as the Bobcats will have possession. Should be Aiden Cudless bringing it up. He hands it off to Brendan Rigsby. Rigsby's slowing it down. He swings it to the left side. Cudless says no. Rigsby back up top, takes it with the left, pivots back. Almost a beautiful finish from Rigsby, and they're going to get him on the foul as he was coming down, collided with Tyler Collier. So that'll be the first foul on Rigsby, and the Saints have possession going the other way. Bryant on the wing. He looks to distribute. Collier. Oh, what a pass to Figueroa inside. Almost a beautiful finish. Boy, Collier threw it to the one spot that it would get through to Figueroa. A phenomenal pass. I don't think Figueroa was expecting it. Spence backing down Collier. He tries with the left hook. No good. Collier playing some fantastic defense on the Bobcats big man. They swing it out to Collier. He fakes back to Manning. Collier in the high post. Hands it off to Malik Bryant, who's going to go left. Bryant, oh, great pass into Bain. Out to Collier. Figueroa. Bain. Excellent ball movement. They couldn't get the finish there, but the Saints always looking for a better shot. Sloan hands it off this time to Lynch. Lynch in the corner. Gets it out to Cudless. Spence distributing to Rigsby. Rigsby at the top of the key. Excellent help defense there by the Saints. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Cudless goes up. No good. Taken down by Figueroa going the other way. He's going to take it out over to Collier. Manning. Manning calls for the screen. Nope. They're going to have Collier go into the low post. Manning down the right side. Oh, nice pass to Bain. Let him out of bounds a little bit, but Bain able to save it up top. 5 on the shot clock. Collier is good. Some more great ball movement by the Saints, and it ends up with a Tyler Collier 3, and they take a 2-point lead with just under 8:20 to go here in the first half. Rigsby up top. Gives it to Spence. They're working a little two-man game here. Spence thought about shooting. Brings it in a little bit. And out to Cudless. Deflected off the hand of Bain. The shot is no good for Sloan, but Spence on the rebound. Gets that offensive board and the second chance point. We are all knotted up at 27 apiece. Collier fires. No good. Got the ball and shot it. He must have been feeling good there. And considering his last shot, why not? Rigsby with the left goes in. Beautiful finger roll. Gets the bounce and the foul. And Brendan Rigsby will go to the line with a chance to complete a 3-point play. And it looks like we're going to take another timeout on the court. This timeout brought to you by Carrabba's. So close you can taste it. Hey, stop into Carrabba's after this game. Enjoy a nice meal with the family. Also, BNS Signs, quality signage and service. When it comes to signs, we do it all. Finally, AD Davis Construction, builders, developers, and contractors. Only at AD Davis. All right, we'll be back in a second here in St. Augustine. Don't go anywhere, folks. 29-27, Georgia College leads Flagler. All right, coming out of the timeout here, 7:36 to play here in the first half. Flagler trails Georgia 29-27. Hope everyone enjoyed the Flagler dance team putting on quite a performance in this game and the previous game. We had the women's matchup between Flagler and the Bobcats. The Bobcats were able to win that one pretty handily, won by about 15 points. It'll be Rigsby at the line shooting one, as he misses the attempt at a three-point play. So Mason Manning, once again from Jackson, Mississippi, First Love Christian Academy. Brings the ball up. Malik Bryant down the baseline, fouled by Cudless. And that'll be the fifth foul against the Bobcats, the second on Cudless so far, so something to watch as we move forward. Nearly into bonus territory as Manning inbounds it up to Clark. Clark, Bryant, Figueroa. Swinging it. Figueroa looking to distribute. He has Barr up top. And Clark inside goes up with the floater. No good. Brought down by Austin Sloan. And Rigsby will take it the other way. Sloan with the left hand, fakes, back out to Rigsby, and they're going to call a block on Figueroa. A lot of contact there. Could have gone either way, but they're going to get Figueroa with his first foul of the game. 2 fouls on Flagler in the first half. Pretty clean on their end. 5 against the Bobcats. Pretty clean game overall as Figueroa falls to the ground, but he recovers. Ian Davis backed into the corner. Hands it off to Sloan. Sloan with the jumper. No good. Follows his shot, but Manning gets there right in time. Clark over to Bryant. Oh, he thought about it. Manning up top. Barr backing his man down. Takes it in. No look. Just barely misses, and Austin Sloan on the rebound. Cudless going for the alley-oop. No good. Up to Sloan. They had it. Just barely off the mark. Oh, and a lot of fancy passing here today. That was a great look from Bryant. And just barely goes out of bounds. So we've had a lot of action. No scoring out of the break. Still 29-26. The Saints trail the Bobcats. Approaching 6 minutes to play as Sloan has the ball. Oh, he tried to get that bounce pass in there. They're going to call a kick. That one's going to go against Barr as it goes out of bounds. Possession will remain with the Bobcats. Rigsby inbounding to Sloan. And that's a nice back screen there. Rigsby defended by Manning, and the bucket. My goodness, Brendan Rigsby put a nice amount of spin on it, put it high up off the glass, and that was great defense by Manning, but not much you're going to do there when a guy like Rigsby goes to the lane. And he'll have his second chance at completing a three-point play in this game.
He'll shoot 1.
Yeah, Rigsby, for someone who's a bit of a do-it-all guy for the Bobcats, about 72% free throw shooter. Not spectacular, but certainly not bad. Figueroa up top, fires over to Bryant. Clark, 9 points. He has not really gotten going in this latter part of the first half, but he's able to draw the foul there. And they're going to call it against Ian Davis. Oh, excuse me, not 12, 21, A.J. James. That's his second foul of the game. Destin Clark goes to the line just under 79% from the stripe.
He'll shoot 2.
Coming into the game, he's 9th in the Peach Belt in free throw percentage. And the first one is no good. Destin Clark also 6th in the Peach Belt in points per game, 10th in assists per game, 9th in rebounds per game. So really a guy who can do everything for the Saints. He's able to hit the second one. Rarely do you see Destin Clark miss 2 free throws in a row. It's back to a 4-point game. The Bobcats lead Flagler. Figueroa defending Lynch. Oh my goodness, A.J. James fell for the fake and no one on Flagler did. Rigsby with his left hand, they go for the trap. Beautiful play by Rigsby. Excellent touch over Figueroa. Bryant backing down Rigsby. He likes his matchup. He's going to hand it off to Figueroa. Out to Bryant for the triple. It is good. Malik Bryant off the dish from Figueroa. Nice little two-man game on the far side of the court there. And it is back to a 3-point game. Oh, and great defense by Barr. The ball ends up in Manning's hands. Barr unable to finish. And Manning gets the rebound, fires it out to Figueroa. Yeah, Ian Davis was upset. They thought there was a foul there. Nothing against Flagler as Figueroa fires. Oh, in and out. That would have tied this game up. Destin Clark inside. And Figueroa goes in with the left. Out to Clark. Clark fakes, takes it baseline. Great dish. And Barr kisses it off the glass to make it a 1-point game. 33-32, Georgia College leads Flagler with 4 minutes remaining in the first half. It has been an action-packed back and forth half of basketball as Davis unable to finish and the ball goes to Manning. Out to Clark. And Clark is fouled going up by A.J. James. He thought he was all alone there, unable to finish the dunk, but that will put him on the line to shoot two. All right, I was going to say, it looks like there's a timeout on the court. No word from the officials, but... All right, and they've just let us know we will take the free throws after the timeout. So before we let you go, of course, want to thank some more of our lovely sponsors because we love them so much. First, Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. You all know the name, Chick-fil-A. Capital Financial Strategies, a full-service financial company serving North Florida and South Georgia. Caldwell Banker Premier Realty, fulfilling the dream of home owning since 1906. What a year 1906 was. I remember it well. Hey, we're going to listen to this band here at Flagler play a nice tune. Don't go anywhere, folks. About 3 minutes, 47 seconds left in the first half here at the Clark Family Court in St. Augustine. So the pep band has stopped playing. Clint Weinberg, the director, he's done a marvelous job with them. Destin Clark at the line shooting two. And the first shot from Clark is good, and we're all knotted up at 33. Clark now with a chance to give the Saints a lead here late in the first half. And Clark's shot is good, and Flagler is back out in front, 34-33. Clark up to 12 points on the game already as he leads all scorers. Barr trying to deny Spence there. Spence out to Lynch. Lynch short on the attempt, and Clark comes down with it. Clark pushing it the other way in transition, fires out to Manning. He thought about it. He's going to bring it in. Passes to Barr. Barr going up, almost had it. Great defense there by Brendan Rigsby. And Rigsby will be the one to take it the other way. Defended by Clark. Rigsby, oh my goodness, the finger roll with the right hand. Brendan Rigsby splits the defense with ease, and he is now up to 12 points. So it's Destin Clark and Rigsby leading each team at 12 points. Both have been tough to stop for their opponents. Bryant resettles at the top of the key. Gives it to Clark. And Clark fires a three-pointer. It is good. Destin Clark up to 15 points on the game. He thought about it. He said, I'm open. I'm taking it. Destin Clark. And Rigsby goes with the right hand, and they're going to get a foul likely there on Clark. Yeah, it's going to be Clark on the foul. That'll be his first of the match.
Number 15, Destin Clark.
And Rigsby will be the one to go to the line and shoot two.
Making his way to the foul line for the Bobcats is number 2.
Looks like Tyler Collier's checking back in. He'll likely enter the game shortly. Rigsby's first attempt is good. Collier into the game for Barr. Rigsby's second attempt is short and goes right to Collier. So Mason Manning walks the ball up the court. 37-35, the Saints lead here with just under 2.5 to go in the first half. Collier in the high post. Fires out to Manning in the corner. Clark looking. looking, and he fires it read really well by Ian Davis as he comes in to intercept the pass. And Davis trying to take it coast to coast. He is unable to finish. Bryant up the court. He had Clark, but not in transition. And Collier for three. No good. He was open. And they're going to call that one on Ian Davis. He knew it the minute he came down with it. And a nice battle between he and Mason Manning ends up with the foul call against Davis. That's his first of the game. And that's going to make Mason Manning go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Stepping to the foul line for the Saints is number 2, Mason.
Luke Chisholm checks into the game for the Bobcats. Yeah, Mason Manning just under 54% from the line, so it has been a bit of a struggle for him this year, but he's going to hit the first one. With that being said, hasn't gone to the line all that much. That was only his 14th free throw of the season, now 8 of 14 on the year. And about 9 of 15, up to a nice clean 60%. 3-point lead for the Saints. Rigsby brings it up the court. He's got 13 for the Bobcats. Oh, and a nice jump shot. Rigsby draws the foul. He was looking for the foul there. And he gets Destin Clark on the call. That's going to be the second on Clark. Not a guy you want to see get into foul trouble if you're the Flagler Saints coaching staff.
He'll shoot 2.
It looks like Spencer Bain's going to check back in, likely replacing Clark. Rigsby's first shot is no good. And Clark out of the game. Bain will replace him. So we'll likely see a little more of Figueroa and Bryant maintaining the ball. Rigsby again is good. 2-point game as Figueroa will be the one to bring the ball up. Nope, he's going to defer to Manning. Manning hands it off to Bain, fires over to Bryant. Figueroa on the wing. Oh, nice cut, but even better defense there by Rigsby. Bain in the corner. Good! The deflection got the ball to Spencer Bain, and he makes the most of it. The Saints lead is up to 5 now. Rigsby hands it off to Sloan. Sloan looking to distribute. Over to Chisholm. Chisholm fires. It is good. He answers with one of his own. 1 minute remaining here in the first half. Bryant brings it up. Boy, it's been an electric environment here in St. Augustine. A lot of scoring early on. And Bryant unable to draw the foul. Oh, what a feed to Collier, who finishes with the slam. Excellent job by Bryant, staying patient, and an even better cut by Collier. Finishes with the slam. Beautiful job by the Saints. Rigsby slows things down. Under 30 seconds. Rigsby up with the left hand. No good. Collier has it. And he's going to settle with it, get it out to Bryant. And Flagler will hold for the last shot. 10 on the clock. They'll have to go pretty soon. Bryant coming a little late. Gets it out to Figueroa. 3 on the clock. Figueroa needs to shoot. He lets it up. Rattles around and no good. And that's going to be the end of an exciting first half. Flagler leads 44-40 here in St. Augustine. Hey, don't go anywhere, folks. If that first half is any indication of what the second half is going to be like, you're going to want to stay tuned in. All right, coming at you live from St. Augustine, Florida. Once again, I'm Kyle McCarthy. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the second half of play. All right, fans, just wrapping up halftime here at Clark Family Court in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. Just about 45 seconds until we'll be underway with the second half. That second half is brought to you by Anchor Faith, a community of people passionate about Jesus. And then Applebee's, there's no place like the neighborhood. Jersey Mike's subs, a sub above. Hey, don't forget, when you go to Jersey Mike's, make sure you get your sub Mike's Way. I always get it Mike's Way, and my goodness, it's always fantastic. Finally, second half is also brought to you by Taylor & Waldrop, St. Augustine lawyers backed by experience. Finally, wanted to shout out Dual Track and Field getting going in this September. Shout out Ben Trager and Barry Kahn for all the great work that they've done. And the buzzer has sounded. We are officially ready to start the second half of play here in St. Augustine. Flagler leads 44-40. It was a back-and-forth first half. Plenty of offense. We saw the three ball working. We saw a few dunks as well. Should be an exciting finish here in Flagler Gymnasium. All right, Lynch into Rigsby. We're going to get going early. Cudless backing down Barr. No, he's going to take it out, slow things down a little bit. Oh, nice defense by Barr. Spence had a bit of separation on Collier, and if it wasn't for the foot of Barr, may have been 2 points for the Bobcats. So Lynch inbounds it to Spence. Spence at the top of the key there, looking to distribute. He's just going to pass it on out to Lynch. Nothing there. 15 on the shot clock. Hands it off to Sloan. Sloan dribbles left, fires into the corner to Cudless. Cudless with the floater, no good, but he gets his own rebound. Out to Lynch in the corner, no good. And the ball lands in Bryant's arms. And a great feed over to Figueroa from Clark. A beautiful pass. Destin Clark on the assist. Figueroa on the finish. And that was quick. Bryant on the rebound. Got the outlet pass over to Clark, and Figueroa finished it with a beautiful layup. And Cudless, looks like he just threw it out of bounds. I don't know if that was off a Saints player or... No, never mind. They're going to call... Yeah, I guess it was off Flagler. Rigsby on the jumper, no good. Barr fighting for the rebound. And they're going to say it went off of Lynch. Barr agrees with the referee's call. And the ball will be going the other way. Flagler regains possession up by 6. Bryant slowly bringing the ball up. Flagler getting set. Collier dishes to Bryant. Bryant on the drive. A beautiful take. And it is good. Malik Bryant around the world with that finish. He was storming into the lane. And the Flagler lead is up to 8. Sloan, and it's deflected by Collier. Great play. Hands it off to Figueroa. Down to Destin Clark, who gets it out to Figueroa. Figueroa with the 3. No good. Great transition play there from the Saints. And Rigsby taking it in. He goes back to his left. Excellent job creating space by Brendan Rigsby. And it's back to a 6-point game. Flagler leads with 18 to go. Clark over to Figueroa. Figueroa fires into Bryant on the low post. Bryant, almost able to finish in and out. And Sloan will take it the other way. Nice pass by Rigsby to Sloan. It is good. And just like that, it's a 3-point game. Brendan Rigsby attracts so much attention. He forces the double, leaves Sloan wide open. And the junior dishes out the triple. So Collier in the high post. Out to Bryant. Feeds Clark. Looking for his cutters. Fires over to Collier. Collier in the corner. Oh, just misses that triple. Looked good from our vantage point. Cudless into Spence. And it's been a rough day for Spence as this defense has suffocated him. Figueroa. Oh, out to Bryant. A great pass. I'm not sure how he was able to get that. And it's Spence, the one to end up with it. And it'll be Rigsby with the slam on the fast break. Brendan Rigsby, all 6'3" of him, gets up for the slam there. And it's a 1-point game now. The Saints are in the lead. Clark thought about shooting. Out to Barr. Barr dribbles left, spins. Out to Collier. Figueroa takes it left. He has Clark. Pump fakes, brings it out, fires. No good from Destin Clark, but Figueroa, great hustle to follow that shot. And Destin Clark, you thought he was going to fire that one over to Figueroa. He did not want to. And Destin Clark kisses it off the glass. And the lead is back to 3, and it looks like Cudless is a bit shaken up on that play. Can't tell if it's his knee or his calf, but he's limping off the court. And so substitution for the Bobcats. We see Ian Davis, Najai Cologne, and then Dallas Clayton check into the game, in addition to A.J. James and Richard Crawford III. So an entirely new 5 for Georgia. A.J. James thinks about it. Dribbles left and pickpocketed. Nice play by Clark, but the ball goes right to James, and he's able to clean up the mess. And it's back to a 1-point game. Bryant bringing it up. Waiting for his guys to get set. Gives the ball to Collier. Collier looking to distribute. Crawford, excellent defense in the post there on Bryant. And Clark with an easy finish. Works his way down there, creates some space for himself, and gets enough space to kiss one off the glass. Back to a 3-point game. These two teams trading blows. Cologne out to Crawford for the tie. No good. But Clayton with a nice rebound over Collier. And he goes up with the left hand. No good. Well defended by number 5, Collier. The senior with so much experience, primarily on defense, as Bryant fires out to Figueroa, who nails the triple in the corner. And just like that, it's a 6-point Flagler lead as we take a timeout on the court. Hey, before we go to timeout, I want to thank a few more of our wonderful presenting sponsors. 93 King, an alumni-owned 2-bedroom cottage just 53 steps from campus. Boy, isn't that something. South State Bank, welcome to banking forward only with South State Bank. Carmelo's, delivering old world quality only at Carmelo's. And finally, Hero of Florida, your partner for the complete equipment lifestyle. We'll be back in a second, folks. The Flagler cheer squad is going to put on a quick performance for us. Don't go anywhere. 14:51 remaining in the game. Fans, you hear the pep band in the background playing a nice tune. We are just coming out of the timeout here. The score, Flagler 55, Georgia College 49. 14:51 remaining here in the second half of play. Been a real clean game. Still no fouls here in the second half. Georgia College ended up having too many, so Flagler got the bonus in the first. But other than that, very clean. I love the game we're seeing from our officials and our players. And the full court press out of the timeout for Flagler. They're making the Bobcats work for this one. Oh, Cologne almost has it stripped. Feeds it down low to Chisholm. Chisholm goes up with it. No good, but a nice rebound by James. He misses. And the ball goes out. Chisholm. Oh, they're going to say it was off of Flagler. Hey, they have a better view than we do up here. A questionable call, according to a lot of the fans. And they're going to call another timeout. Oh, well, that was a brief possession of play, so, hey, I don't want to leave all you too early. Let's go back and thank a few more of our presenting sponsors. Mowry Law Firm, a proud supporter of Flagler Athletics. New Day Design Company, for all your architectural needs. New Day Design Company. Finally, the Noah Bailey Group, your local real estate experts. And wow, they're doing flips on the court. My goodness, is that impressive. Yeah, those flips were brought to you by Hyundai of St. Augustine. When it comes to dreaming big, we're thinking of every mile. So the big story for the Saints has been, of course, you guessed it, the offense. Leading the way, Destin Smith, 19 points. Coming into play here, he averages 17 points per game, so he's already eclipsed his average total. Malik Bryant sitting at 11 points as well. He's had a phenomenal game distributing the basketball and finishing. All right, so James will inbound to Chisholm. We're finally back. And another trap. Flagler playing some great defense. Great catch there by James. He goes up with it, no good. Into the hands of Mason Manning. A great call by Flagler to trap coming out of that timeout. And it caused the turnover. Oh, and Bryant loses control, and it ends up in A.J. James' hands. He goes the other way. And the pass down low, no good. Denied by who else? Mason Manning. Playing some excellent defense is Manning. What a look by Smith over to Figueroa in the corner. No good. The no-look pass from Smith. He and Figueroa were on the same page there. And James will take it the other way. Hand off to Chisholm. And Chisholm fires the three and nails it. Cuts the lead in half, and it's now a one-possession game. Manning slowing it down. Brings it up the court. Malik Bryant crosses over. And the pick by Boom Reeves. Malik Bryant in, and they're going to get the first foul of the second half. We'll see if they say it was on the floor or not. Looks like they're going to get Chisholm. Yeah, Luke Chisholm with the foul. So Bryant will go back to the free throw line. Bryant's first free throw is good. So Georgia College going to sub out an entirely new starting five, going back to the starters. For Flagler, it's Barr and Bain entering for Figueroa and Clark. So Malik Bryant made the first one. Drops the second one as well. Malik Bryant, so reliable from the free throw line, gets the Flagler lead up to 5. Cudless to Spence. Spence gives it to Lynch. Lynch over to Cudless. Cudless with the right hand. No good. And Boom Reeves with the rebound. Mason Manning hands it off to Bryant. Bryant out to Barr. Barr's going to fire a three. No good. A little too much on that one. It's going to be out of bounds on Mason Manning with the ball going the other way. So Rigsby takes the ball up the court, just under 13 to play here in the second half. Rigsby uses the screen by Spence. Spence, so much frame, and he almost made that look too easy with the hook. Makes it a one-possession game. Brady Spence haven't said his name too much as Boom Reeves finishes with the easy layup on the other end. Yeah, Brady Spence, more of a distributor than a scorer, but they want to get him in those favorable matchups where he has just a clear size advantage. Slowing out to Cudless. Manning overcommits, and Cudless will take it into the hoop. Just an easy finger roll off the glass. We're going back and forth from a 5 to a 3-point game. Bryant drives left. Fires it out to Reeves. Manning thinks about it, drives. Bain. No good. And they're going to say that one was off Georgia. And the ball will stay with Flagler. And, hey, we'll take another timeout on the court. The score is 59-56. Flagler leads this one. Don't go anywhere. Should be an excellent finish here in St. Augustine. All right, coming out of the timeout, thank you to the Flagler dance team for putting on quite a performance there. Bryant's going to have the ball in the wing. He's going to fire. And no good. Rebounded by Spence. Popped out by Barr, but possession will stay with the Bobcats. 59-56. It's been, I wouldn't say a comfortable lead for Flagler, but they've maintained the lead throughout most of this game with Georgia College hanging around, ready to strike at any point. Spence looks for the bounce pass. He gets it. Sloan finishes with the reverse. Boy, Brady Spence, a big man that can pass. You don't see much of that normally, but his distributing has been phenomenal. And they're going to call a block. No basket for Barr. It looks like they're going to say it was on the floor. Barr disappointed in that. Yeah, so no basket for Barr, but possession will stay with the Saints underneath. Out to Collier. Hands it off to Bryan, who thinks about it. Splits the defense. And the floater, no good. Almost had it. Rigsby, getting a little fancy through the legs. Shake and bake on Barr. He spins and fires out to Sloan. Sloan looking to pass. He finds Lynch. Lynch with the fake. Dribbles left-handed. Goes up with the right. What a finish by Lynch. And the lead is now 60-59. The Bobcats finally back in front, and it does not last long. Jalen Barr with the finish immediately down the court. And the Saints regain the lead by 1. So Cudless bringing it up. Looking for Sloan. He has him on the wing. Got to watch those back cuts that the Bobcats have been using. They have been beautiful. Rigsby from deep, no good, just short as Bryant's going to take it the other way. So Bryant setting things up to Collier. Collier, just had him a little bit too far. And the ball will go the other way with just over 10 remaining as Figueroa and Destin Smith check back into the game. We also see Ian Davis and A.J. James check in for the Bobcats. So Davis brings it up. He and Rigsby, the backcourt. Rigsby looking, he has Sloan. Sloan decides not to hand it off, has Davis coming the other way. And Davis drops the ball and it goes out of bounds, an unforced error. So Flagler turns it over, and the Bobcats do the exact same on the other end. Over halfway through the second half of play, 9:50 remaining with the score 61-60. Flagler in the lead. Barr out to Figueroa. Fires. No good. And the 3-ball not working as much for either team. Starting to miss a little short as Sloan nails it. Right on cue. He gives them a 2-point lead. It's 63-61. The Bobcats in front. Barr tries to spin his way down there. Excellent defense by Brady Spence. Manning feeds to Collier. Collier hands it off to Figueroa. There's the matchup on Sloan. Oh, great pass back and forth. Another great pass, and it bounces out of the hands of Barr. And out of bounds, and another turnover leads to a Bobcat possession. Flagler getting some good looks, just not getting some bounces here in the second half like they did in the first half. What a great look out to Rigsby. Rigsby is good, and the lead is up to 5 for Georgia. Destin Clark says, give me the ball. And this is the time when you start to see him take charge. Clark feeds it out to Collier. They swing it around. Clark, oh, he thought about it. And they're doubling him quickly. Barr for 3, no good. And Mason Manning does not like the call on that one. He didn't go after the ball thinking it was not off of him, but they're going to say it was. As Malik Bryant checks back into the game for Jalen Barr. 66-61, the Bobcats' largest lead of this game. Yeah, the story's been Brendan Rigsby, 21 points on the day. Doing the most damage for either side in terms of scoring. Rigsby pivots, drives, left. He has an opening, and that is too easy for Brendan Rigsby. He is so good at creating space for himself. Up to 23 points on the game, and it's 68-61 out of nowhere. Flagler trails, and Mason Manning, the finish, no foul, but he still completes the basket, and they needed that one, did the Saints. My goodness, Mason Manning, the freshman, making a play. Ian Davis with the ball, slowly brings it up the court, uses the pick from Sloan. Comes off it to the right, feeds Sloan up top. He looks to shoot, drives. Oh, and he has Brady Spence. And Spence with the pump fake and the finish. The lead is back to 7 for the Bobcats. Malik Bryant bringing it up to Collier. Hands it off to Bryant. Playing a little two-man game on this near side. About 10 on the shot clock now. Manning uses the pick from Collier, feeds him, and it's blocked. Couldn't see whose hand got in there, but one of the Bobcats was able to knock that one loose. And Davis with a finish at the other end, and just like that, Georgia College, they can't miss here late in this second half. The lead is up to 9 out of nowhere, and Flagler, they've seen enough. Coach Selland is going to call a timeout with the score 72-63. Georgia College leading Flagler here late in the second half. Before we go to break, I want to thank a few more of our lovely sponsors. Sunshine Realty, for all of your real estate needs. The McLeod Firm, Florida personal injury attorneys you can depend on. Sniffen and Spellman, PA, a full-service law firm representing clients statewide. And finally, Vested Metals. We're a customer-centric and solutions-based metal supplier. Don't go anywhere, folks. Enjoy this Flagler cheer team. We'll be back 6:45 to play here in St. Augustine with the score, the Bobcats 72, Flagler 63. right, so out of the timeout, it's Flagler ball on the far side. Mason Manning will be the one to take the ball up the court. Flagler down by 9. They need a spark here, need to start a little run as Figueroa fires. No good. Falls into the hands of Austin Sloan, and the Bobcats will take it the other way. Ian Davis possesses on the wing. A.J. James sets a pick for him. Davis fires. And it is good. The Bobcats cannot miss these last several minutes. And their lead is up to 12. Largest lead of the day for Georgia College. Collier looking to distribute. He has Bryant. Bryant over to Clark. Clark thinks about it. He's going to take it to the rack. And he dunks it home with the foul. And that might just be what the Flagler Saints needed. A little bit of momentum, something bouncing their way. And who else? Destin Clark goes up with the slam and is fouled. He has a chance to complete a three-point play.
Destin Clark to the foul line for the Saints. He'll shoot 1.
Clark's free throw is good, completes the three-point play. And just like that, back to a single-digit game. 75-66 the score with 5:48 remaining. Davis skips on up the court. Looks like he's having some fun. Gives it to James. Oh, and a little miscommunication. James recovers. And he's got that ball on a string somehow and is able to finish. My goodness, he almost lost control a few times there. Sticks with it and finishes with the layup. So Clark fires it over to Collier. Collier's shot, no good. Great hustle by Figueroa to save it. And great look, Clark. Oh my goodness. Collier fouled hard. He is down on the court. Bodies flying everywhere down there. We hope he's all right. Hey, while he takes some time to collect himself. Oh, no, he's good. He's good. He's getting up. Collier was slammed to the ground. Always scary to see, but we're just happy to see he is okay. So Tyler's going to take a second to collect himself before taking these free throws. Dries off his hands a bit before taking his shots. Man, what a tough cookie he is. We're sticking in there, just getting up, taking his free throws.
Tyler Collier to the foul line. He'll shoot 2.
And he'll miss the first one. So it remains an 11-point deficit for the Saints. Rigsby, Cudless, and Spence all check back in. So Collier once again shooting his second free throw. This one is good. It makes it a 10-point game. So Brendan Rigsby walks the ball up the court. In no hurry here with a 10-point lead. Anything can happen, but you got to start thinking they're walking that fine line of extend their lead, but also work a little bit of that clock. Cudless fires out to Spence. Rigsby drives to his left. Great spin. And they leave Spence open. Spence clearly not the shooter. And Rigsby, my goodness, with the spin on the ball over the Flagler defenders. Another bucket for Brendan Rigsby. He has 25. Manning passes over to Figueroa. Barr with the ball. Gets it out to Collier. Thinks about it. Gets it to Barr. Flagler taking a lot of time off the clock, and Barr unable to finish with the right hand. Drove lefty, went up with the right hand, almost had it. It rolls right off the rim. The Bobcats doing an excellent job of possessing the ball. I'm sure we'll start to see Flagler look to trap maybe out of a timeout here soon. But for now, they're staying in man-to-man. just trying to get some stops here. Good defense by Barr. Knocks it out. And there's 8 on the shot clock. And the Bobcats will take a timeout on the court. So 3:54 remaining in this game. It's 79-67. Flagler trails. Before we go to break, I want to thank UBS Financial for sponsoring this second half. Pursue what matters most to you for today, tomorrow, and generations to come. In addition, Evans Automotive, quality work at a fair price. Boy, isn't that all it's about? Quality work at a fair price. Love that. Finally, Virtual & Company. Find your home today with Virtual & Company. We'll be back in a second, folks. Don't miss the end of action here in St. Augustine, Florida. All right, out of the timeout here. Once again, the score is 79-67. Georgia College leads Flagler. 8 seconds on the shot clock. They'll inbound from the sideline. Spence with the ball, looking to pass. He has Rigsby. Rigsby just fires one up, no good. And there's the first shot clock violation of the game. Coach Ryan Aquino for the Bobcats, unhappy with how his team came out of there. Still a 12-point lead for the Bobcats, though. Flagler needs to get going in order to come back. Figueroa with the reverse and is good. 79-69 the score. The Saints now trail by 10. All right. And a little bit of confusion there, but Flagler's going to call a 30-second timeout. So we'll stay with you here while they talk it over.
UBS Financial. Pursue what matters most to you for today, tomorrow, and generations to come. And lastly, best in
All right, we have our lovely employees cleaning off the court down there. Looks a little slippery. As you hear the pep band in the background playing some of our favorite tunes. Boy, they are killing it today. Had them in the women's game earlier, and they were putting on quite a performance, continuing that into this game. So shout out to the pep band once again for all their great work. Hey, also shout out to the dance team, the cheer team, everyone here at Flagler College putting on a display. So Flagler out of the timeout. I think we'll start to see a little full court press and a trap, and it's looking like I am correct. Now Spencer Bain deep. He has Ian Davis and Brady Spence both to cover. They're just going to give it to Rigsby, try and trap him. Cudless. Where's Cudless going to go? Oh, active hands by the Saints. Cudless fires up to Davis, and he gets it over midcourt. And Sloan with the finish off the glass. So great trap there by Flagler, but Cudless able to corral himself and get the ball down the court. Malik Bryant with the triple. So, hey, now it's a 9-point game, single digits here in St. Augustine. Cudless having some trouble inbounding it. Is able to get it to Rigsby. Rigsby in the corner. They're trying to trap him. And Ian Davis is there once again to clean up the scraps. So 2:50 remaining, 9-point lead for the Bobcats. Oh, and they'll finally call a reach on Mason Manning. He'd gotten away with a lot there. That's the second foul on Manning. That's the first foul against Flagler this entire half. 2:45 left remaining in the half. And one foul. Cudless fires it to Spence. Yeah, the Bobcats looking to work some clock here. With how they've been shooting as of late, may not even matter. Oh, and they're going to get Bryant for the reach-in foul. Probably better than a dunk. We'll see if Brady Spence can hit his 2 free throws. Brady Spence, normally big men, not the best shooters. Brady Spence shoots about 74% from the free throw line, so he is very capable of making these. Brady Spence, transfer from the Citadel, originally from Douglasville, Georgia, knocks down his first free throw, up to 7 points on the day for Spence. Spence's second shot is no good, short. So it's still a 10-point game. Flagler got to get something quickly. Figueroa with the mid-range is good. And it's an 8-point game now. So not out of the woods yet are the Saints. As Barr goes flying off the court. My goodness. Great job possessing the ball by the Bobcats. Hey, the trap for Flagler has been strong, but the Bobcats have an answer for it. There's nothing Flagler can do, and they're going to get Figueroa for a foul there. He doesn't like the call. He feels that he was being warded off. And just like that, 3 fouls against Flagler now in this second half, when just under a minute ago they had none. Only 7 total fouls in this second half. So once again, shout out to our officials and the players for a clean game. Rigsby over to Crawford. Rigsby back up top. Dribbles around. They have 3 men going toward Rigsby. And Crawford didn't know what to do with it. And even still, when things break down, the Bobcats seems like everything has worked great for them. And Manning with the finish immediately the other way. And it's back to an 8-point game. A foul against Barr. He came in like Ed Reed coming in on a hit from the safety position. Cudless is all right. That'll be the 4th foul of the half to go against Flagler. A little bit of a slippery area once again. So we'll take some time to clean that off. 1:25 remaining. 84-76. Flagler trails the Bobcats. Rigsby inbounding it. Oh, Bain almost picked that one off. He jumped it beautifully. And this one, finally, a bounce goes Flagler's way. Bryant goes up with it, lays it home. It's a 6-point game. 1:11 to go, 6-point game. Flagler trails. And the Bobcats take a timeout, and this gym has erupted. The Saints back in this one, like I said, only down 6, 84-78 with 1:08 to go. Hey, don't go anywhere, folks. This has become an exciting matchup. We'll be back in about a minute here in St. Augustine. All right, fans, we're back here in St. Augustine, Florida. We have the beautiful tune of When the Saints Go Marching In playing. Fitting if you're a Flagler Saints fan.
You wanted action, ladies and gentlemen. You're in the right place this afternoon.
So 1:08 remaining. A 6-point spread between these two teams. Cudless will inbound. And, Figueroa knocks it out of Rigsby's hands. Rigsby is trapped there, gonna call a foul. And it was getting a little handsy down there, so no problem yet, though. Flagler's still not in the bonus. Their 5th foul of the half. One more will send the Bobcats to the line for 1-on-1s. Oh, and it's tipped by Collier, and Manning gets it. Hands it off to Bain. Bain in the corner. Out to Bryant. Oh, off the deflection. This game is crazy right now. Figueroa, the mid-range is good. It's a 4-point game here with 49 to play. What a play there by Barr to get the deflection. Bain to get it over midcourt. All around, Flagler playing a phenomenal brand of basketball right now. And Flagler not getting off the court. I don't know what Georgia College is doing. This is not a timeout. The refs are getting on them. No fouls, no ill will, no anything. Flagler stayed out there. You can tell they're feeling it. This lineup really putting on a defensive display on the press break. And this one, oh, it goes right back to Chisholm. Oh my God, Barr knocked it out right to Chisholm and then was running right at him. And that'll be the 6th foul. It doesn't look like, no, we're still not in 1-and-1 territory. Cut from Rigsby. That was a good idea to bring Sloan down on that edge. Oh, beautiful touch pass from Sloan. Rigsby. Oh, it looks like a travel. They didn't call it. My goodness, that could not have been a clearer travel by Rigsby, something you don't see much from him. And it looks like they're going to let him play on. And and Luke Chisholm goes to the line. He will shoot the free throws. 1-and-1. Chisholm's shot is no good. Flagler has life. Manning up the court. You don't need a 3 here, but it would help. Oh, and Manning turns it over right into the arms of Cudless. You didn't need to use the baseline there. A lot of commotion there for Flagler, and unfortunately, that may be all she wrote. We'll see how Cudless fares on these free throws. So Cudless, hey, if you're the Saints, this is the guy to foul. He's shooting 54% from the line, so not spectacular at the free throws, and he misses the first one, and Bain comes down with the rebound. And Manning to the hoop, and it's a 2-point game! A 2-point game as Mason Manning finishes the layup. They don't want to foul Rigsby, and they call a foul. I don't know what the foul call was. They're going to say it was a timeout by the Bobcats. My goodness, the Saints clawing their way back here. 13.7 on the clock. It's a 2-point game between Georgia College and Flagler. Boy, we are gearing up for an exciting finish. You can just hear the energy in the crowd behind us. And if you're Coach Aquino, you have to settle your boys down. Just get the ball over midcourt, take your fouls. You want the ball in Rigsby's hand. Rigsby gonna make his free throws. Like we said earlier, not spectacular, but still around 73%, which you'll take in an end-of-game situation. Out of the timeout now. 13.7 to play. The Bobcats lead by 2. It'll be Luke Chisholm inbounding the ball. Rigsby, Cudless, Crawford, and Sloan all in the backcourt. They're likely going to send one deep, and it's Rigsby. And Cudless has the ball, and they're going to foul him. Exactly who you want getting the ball if you're Flagler. So Cudless missed his last free throw. Let's see how he fares at this trip to the line. 12.1 to play. Cudless has 8 points on the game today. And these are his 2 biggest shots of the game so far. Cudless, the redshirt freshman from Dawsonville, Georgia, a graduate of North Forsyth High School. The crowd gets loud for his attempt. Cudless nails the first one. It was getting loud in this arena, and Cudless, ice in his veins, able to finish the first of 2 free throws. Let's see how he fares on the second. Cudless shot is good. Aiden Cudless. Like we said, not known for his free throw shooting ability, but he comes through in the clutch there. Bryant calls a timeout right as he gets over midcourt. So 86-82, the Saints trail, not out of the woods yet. 10 seconds to go, need to get a bucket here. Can't compliment Aiden Cudless enough. Coming off the missed free throw, you know they're going to look at you again. You have the lower percentage. Doesn't matter. He nails both free throws. Boy, that is Peach Belt Conference basketball at its finest. My goodness. So you got to think the Saints are drawing up something quick here. You wonder if they go for the 3. If you make it, well, then you foul. Even if they make 2, it's still a 1-possession game. If you miss it, it's over. Or do you go for the easier 2-point shot and just pray to God that the Bobcats miss a free throw? A lot of different options for the Saints and Coach Blake Selland. We'll see what we have coming out of this timeout. So it's Bain, Manning, Bryant, Barr, and Figueroa on the court for the Saints. It's Crawford, Rigsby, Cudless, Chisholm, and Sloan for the Bobcats. Bain inbounding. Great help defense by Chisholm. They get it out to Manning. Manning to Figueroa. The shot, no good. Rebounded by Rigsby, fouled by Bryant, and that'll do it. So 1.9 remaining. Figueroa's shot was the last-ditch effort. No good. Excellent defense on that last possession by the Bobcats to, one, force a few passes, kill some time, and force a tougher shot. And it's only fitting that Brendan Rigsby is the one to finish us off here. He nails the first one up to 26 points on the game to lead all scorers. Rigsby's second attempt is good. So 88-82, that'll likely do it. Flagler's going to inbound one last time. Manning fires the full court shot. No good. And that'll do it. So Georgia College and State University, the men and the women, sweep Flagler on Flagler's home court. This one ending 88-82. Hey, player of the game, Brendan Rigsby, finishes with 27 points. What a performance from Rigsby. On the season, Flagler falls to 13-9 and 6-6 in Peach Belt Conference play. Georgia now 10-12 overall. That was their third Peach Belt win. They're now 3-9 in the standings. Hey, for myself, Kyle McCarthy, our fearless leader, John Jordan, and Laurel Plexico, our producer, we say so long from St. Augustine. Thank you for joining us for both of this afternoon's games.